Alrighty, all welcome back to Z-Grill's Taste the Smoke. Of course, my name is Tommy, and I will be your host over here today. And today is going to be all about the start of summer, and what could be better than that than my cedar plank salmon. So look, if you're not big into seafood, I urge you to give this recipe a try. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it tastes like chicken, but what I am going to tell you, it is my absolute favorite seafood recipe that I have, as we are going to cook it out on a cedar plank and finish it off with a homemade orange honey glaze. So look, if that sounds good to you, what I want to do here is let's get on over to the kitchen. We've got to make up that glaze real quick, and then we will get on over to the deck and fire up my brand new Z-Grill's 1002B. Up on the board, you could see our ingredient list for this recipe, but as always, Z-Grills is going to have this full written recipe down in description, but we are going to start with some garlic, a little bit of oil, and a lot of fresh squeezed oranges. Now for this glaze here, I used about 4 oranges cut in half. I had another orange that I used for a little bit of garnish. After that orange is squeezed out, hit it with some soy, a little jalapeno for bite. We are going to go honey. We are going to go brown sugar, some black pepper, a little bit of mustard. I mean, this is the sauce that you want to pour over just not salmon, but many dishes. Yeah. On this one, we will soak out our cedar planks in warm water for about an hour or so, and we will hit it with a little bit of oil. You want to spread that out. And of course, I've got my salmon ready to go. We will get that placed on. I am going to hit it with a little bit of thyme. You can also go a little bit of dill. I've got some fresh granulated garlic. I've got some fresh cracked pepper. And I've got a couple fresh slices of oranges. All right, all you Z-Grillers, and I got to tell you, it doesn't get more easier than that. I mean, the sauce takes about maybe 5-10 minutes to whip up on the stove. And as you can see, we are nice and thickened and already done. We will put that on a side. That is going to be used to glaze the salmon in a bit. And also, as you can see, I've got my salmon in the salmon is in the Z. We will allow that to go 1/2 hour at about 350 to 375, anywhere in that range. And also, as you can see, we are on the middle shelf. Once that 1/2 hour is up, I shall bring you guys back. And I got to show you the next step, because that is where we are really going to add on some flavor and have a little fun. Alrighty, and just like that, we are a 1/2 hour in, and as you can see, my Z-Grills is definitely laying down the smoke. So here is the next step. Here is a little bit of fun in this cook. I mean, so far, how easy could this cook be? We are going to remove the salmon. Carefully remove the salmon. Right, that cedar plank is hot. We will move that to the to the bottom rack. You want to go right over the flame where that fire pot is if you can. We will also remove some of those shelves just to have a clear line of sight to the salmon. So before you start basting the salmon, you want to remove the oranges. You could just put them in the back. We may use them later, or we may do some fresh slices. And now it is time to baste the salmon, and you want to baste it good. You want to get plenty of that basting sauce on. It is thick. It is going to get nice and sticky with the heat. Give it a good baste and then shut it down and wait about maybe 3-4 minutes, and then open it up and start basting it again. Guys, I am telling you, this is going to add the flavor to this salmon. I can guarantee you that. Shut it down, let it go for about another 4 or 5 minutes or so, and then we are going to baste it one more time. After that, we will just close it and let it sit probably again for another 2, 3, 4 minutes. That's all it takes. Once it is done, we will get the salmon off. We will get it down here to the board. I am going to plate it up real quick, do that taste test, talk about it, and of course, we will close out the show.
All right, all you Z grillers, and this is gonna be your cedar plank salmon. We've got an orange glaze. We've got a little bit of honey mixed in there, some brown sugar, and obviously a little bit of soy sauce. And I am telling you, man, look, if you're not a big fan of seafood, again, I gotta urge you to give this one a try. The glaze that we put on this with that honey, with the hints of honey in there, and the orange is just through the roof. We've got the brown sugar in there. It balances out the salmon so good that this is easily my go-to seafood recipe. Anytime I am going to do a salmon, I always turn to this recipe here. That said, we definitely do have to do that taste test. And it is definitely nice and flaky. It's cooked perfectly. It's a no-fail recipe, man. You got to drip a little bit of glaze on it. Cheers. All right, guys, look, I implore you to make this recipe here. You're hard pressed to even tell that this is seafood with the cedar plank happening. Of course, we've got that glaze that, again, I can't say it enough. It takes it through the roof, man. It just all mixes so well that the next time you're in the grocery store and you reach for that salmon, you are gonna wanna use this recipe right here to make it. So look, that is gonna end this show here. Do not forget that Z Grills is gonna have this full recipe down in the description. Just follow that link, print out everything you need, and make this recipe right here. And also do not forget Z Grill's Facebook channel, Instagram channel, of course their website, and this here YouTube channel. You follow all them, and Z Grills will have you smoking, have you grilling all year long. So look, we are gonna put a pin in this one. Do not forget to get outside, fire up those Z Grills so you also could taste the smoke. My name is Tommy. I appreciate you all for watching. And until next time, we will see you soon.